When I started to watch Let's Go Karaoke, I was very surprised that it wasn't gay. I went into this anime fully expecting it to be a gay romance or semi-gay, maybe a yaoi bait, but no, it wasn't gay. And in some ways, it's a good thing that it wasn't a gay anime because Narita, the guy in the suit, he's in his late 20s, and Satomi, the white shirt, he's in middle school, so he's somewhere between 13 or 14 years old. So, yeah, a grown ass man in a romantic relationship with an underage child is not a good thing. It doesn't matter your sexuality. So, let's get into the anime. We have Satome, who is the captain of the choir club, and he's in his own personal struggle because now that he's in middle school, in transition from childhood to teenager, his voice is changing and he is not able to hit the high notes as well as he used to. And in between competition, he captured the attention of Narita, the guy in the suit who is actually Yakuza. And he is in his own very unique predicament because apparently his Yakuza family organization or whatever, they have a tradition that 3 times a year they have a karaoke competition and the loser gets a personal tattoo from the boss. And you will think, it doesn't matter much because usually you think, oh, a tattoo from the boss, that's like an honor. But the thing is that the boss has very crappy tattooing skills and he does it all himself by hand. So in most he's pretty much experimenting on his own subordinates and doing some horrifying creations. He tried to do a Hello Kitty face, but it ended up looking a monstrosity. So when the Yukasa saw it, he was, "Ooh, he doesn't look actually like a Hello Kitty. I can still bluff my way and lie to somebody else." Yes, but still, only the loser that has the lowest score receive the tattoo, and Narita obviously doesn't want to be a guinea pig to the boss and his tattoo ambitions. So he wants Satomi to become his teacher and teach him different techniques in order to be a better singer so that he doesn't have to end up being the crappy karaoke singer and be the one to receive that tattoo from the boss. So that's mostly the story. And even though that this is not a gay anime, Narita still gets right into Satomi's personal space and get really close to him. And the way that Satomi blushes and sometimes he's very coy when it comes to interacting with Narita. So I won't blame you if you think that this is a yaoi bait, but not gay. It's just friendship or admiration for Narita and the way he does things and the uncensored way that he interacts with himself. And when it comes to the singing in this anime, because obviously karaoke, you're going to hear serious singing. Narita, the first time that he sings in this anime, in the first episode, he was he he was not a very good singer. At least better than me. I can admit that. I'm awful singer, but Narita obviously wasn't even close to being a decent trained singer or professional. Obviously not. But let me just say, he has the passion because when he started singing in the first episode, even though that he didn't have the skill, he went in it. He got through it with complete passion, doing a head movement, even though that he was hitting all the wrong notes. You can see him just going at it with full energy and having a good old time. Even though the singing wasn't all that great, I still ended up enjoying his performance, if it makes sense. So it was very entertaining, and most of the episodes is like that. And Satomi getting through his struggle with his not being able to hit the high pitched notes, and for some reason having a nightmare with about his understudy who he's there in case Satomi gets into an accident or something. And let me just say that that's very rude, because the understudy, he's not plotting against you, he's not hoping that you'll get into an accident or something like that. No, he actually worries quite deeply for Satomi, and he wants him to seek this one back because he noticed that he's struggling. But the understudy didn't deserve the hate that Satomi was giving him. And Narita, well, let's just say that he did got a tattoo from the boss, but it wasn't what I was expecting. Let's just say that the way that this anime ended was short but sweet, and I'm going to give this anime a 7. A 7 out of 10. I would have given it an 8, but I like I said, short but sweet. And when I mean short, I mean very short. This anime was only 5 episodes, which caught me very off guard. This is one of those situations that I would have mind that the anime studio would have thrown in some anime original stuff here and there, because there's a lot when it comes to what was presented in the first 5 episodes, that you could have expanded upon it and at least stretch it out to a good 8 to 10 episodes. But hey, I'm not going to complain too much. They wanted to with the original source, so I'm going to end it here. So have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from. See you next video.